Hey everyone, welcome back to the Outcomes Rocket. Saul Marquez here, and today I have the privilege of having Kota Kubo with us. He is the co-founder and co-CEO at Ubie. Kota graduated from the University of Tokyo Graduate School of Engineering, and in 2013 enrolled at the University of Tokyo. He began researching and developing software and algorithms to simulate the relationship between doctors, symptoms, and disease names. He has wide experience having worked at M3 Corporation and having worked on a variety of software and web tools. I'm excited to really help him cover what they're doing at Ubie here on this podcast today. So Kota, thanks for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely. And so look, let's get to it. Kota, tell us about Ubie. What are you guys up to? And tell us about you. What got you into healthcare?
Sure. So Ubie is now providing their AI service for the patients and the providers and for the pharmaceutical companies as well. For the patient, we provide an AI-based symptom checker. That symptom checker asks about some sort of the symptomatic question like a headache or a stomachache and a cough. And after that, AI suggests the disease name and also the providers and sometimes a treatment way, especially new treatment for the rare disease and specialty disease. And for the provider side, we're using the same AI as to the consumer's one. And with that service, we improve the doctor's work efficiency by making their clinical record automatically. Because before the medical interview, the patients go through our AI symptom checker like an intake form. So that the AI generates a summary of the patient's condition so that doctors can get to know the patient's condition immediately. And also at the same time, they can get a medical record. And AI suggests a disease to the doctors so that we can get the training data from doctors at the same moment. And for the pharmaceutical companies within that platform, sometimes the pharmaceutical companies get the problem of the delivering the information, especially for the specialty and the rare disease patient, because they are not sometimes misdiagnosed and they cannot reach the appropriate providers. So that we guide a patient to the appropriate medication, so that they can increase their amount of the prescription appropriately. And sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Kota. Yeah, I was just going to say those are some great use cases, but you were going to continue, so please.
Yes. So and for me, I'm basically as you said, I was a software and AI engineer. And at that time, I started the research of the disease prediction. And why I started this service is more like a very, when I was a university student, I was poor because my father was personally go bankrupt. So that's...
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And at that time, I was poor, but I was not so healthy, so that I easily went to see a doctor. But sometimes I felt the pain point of just the cost of the doctor visit, even though in Japan it is not so expensive to see a doctor compared to the other countries. But it's still the big pain for me. But I was so scared of having the serious disease and I went to see a doctor very easily, even if it's a cough, just a cough or just as a cold or just flu. So but I realized it is sometimes not necessary, and the drugs that doctor gave me was actually the same as the OTC drugs. And I realized at that time also there was a deep learning AI boom. So that's I just come up with the idea to combine the AI to solve that problem, just guide the people to the appropriate medical care. So with that service, I guess we can save the time of the medical appointment, and of course we can save the doctor's resource as well.
No, that's really, thank you for sharing that story, and thanks for sharing more about the different indications that the technology could help with patients, providers, pharmaceutical companies, and really as you think about everybody listening today, who would you want to focus on, right? Who would you say right now is your while you can help all three, who would you say is your main one that you want to be able to help the most with what you could offer today?
The most priority of our business is, of course, the patients, and we're improving our disease prediction accuracy. So we are focused on the accuracy, especially for the patient with the rare and specialty disease, because there are even though there are a lot of information in the web, but sometimes for the patient, it's very difficult to recognize their serious disease, or rare and specialty disease, because it's not typical for them. So that's they are easily misunderstood. So that's there is huge gap. So that's we guide them to the appropriate care.
Got it. Thank you for that. And so, there's certainly a lot of promise to technologies like these with the use of AI. One thing that keeps coming up, Kota, is really as we get more AI into healthcare, the type of AI being used. So, is this NLP? Are you using Gen AI? Is it a subset of a different type of AI? Do you care to expand on that?
Yeah, great question. So basically, we use the more like a statistic way of using the Bayesian network also. And after that, we started to use the reinforcement learning. So it's a more like a machine learning way. And
Sure.
Recently, we combined the generative AI's technology as well. So it's a very mixed one. But one of our competitive advantages is getting the real clinical field data. Since we have the huge platform of their provider side, we have the partnered with more than 1,700 Japanese medical organizations, and they gave us a lot of data with use, including the diagnosis, so that we can refine our AI with that data.
Thank you for that, Kota. There's huge promise in folks. There's huge promise in what Ubie is doing for all of the stakeholders that Kota mentioned. I know we're almost out of time here, Kota. Today was just kind of like a nice preview to your business, to you, and the great things that you're up to. What call to action would you leave our listeners with, and where can our listeners and viewers learn more?
Right. So we started the US business from the end of the 2022. And at that time, we launched our service for the patient, and the user base is now 2 million. And with that platform, we are providing the promotion service with the pharmaceutical companies. What differentiates us from the other promotion ways is we are just providing of course, the patient access, especially for the specialty disease and rare disease. But at the same time, we provide evidence of the whether that the encouraged patients go to see a doctor or not. After our validation, the pharmaceutical marketers can get to know the ROI of our product. So that's the very reasonable for the pharmaceutical marketers, and compared to the old media like just an impression or a quick word. So it's totally different from those service. So that's if the pharmaceutical marketers who is very interested in our product, please reach out to us.
That's great. Well, for all the pharma marketers out there looking for a platform to help get access and more success, reach out to Kota and the team at Ubie. Kota, it's such a pleasure to have you here on the podcast today.
Thank you very much again.